Good afternoon, and welcome to the 5D Fortune Teller, where I'll be your fortune teller for this afternoon. Let me know, is there anything I could get for you for right now? If not, just take your time. Any questions, feel free to ask. If not, I'll come back in a couple minutes, okay, brother? How about that? How's that sound for you? Okay, so just know that we are here for you. We are here to serve you. That's what I am. I'm here in service. I'm a server for you. A fortune teller server. You know, I can only wait on a couple people at a time, though, brother. That's all I can do. That's all I can handle. Whoa. But let's get started here. I understand that we have a very distraught DM surrounded by a bunch of people trying to convince them that they are not doing bad and that it's the DF, that it's you that's actually doing all this. So let's see what they got to say about that. Okay, brother, because all I can see over there is a star in reverse. Because if you're going to have to go, convince somebody that you are with them after they've already seen what you did, then that would tell me you're not a star, brother. That would tell me that we took our energy back, okay? So any energy that you may have taken from us temporarily or in the past has been returned to us because we called it back. It's our energy, okay? So things are a-shifting, things are a-changing. So just know, once Neptune, pretty much stations direct in Aries, it's going to be a whole new world because, brother, Three of Swords, you're going to be heartbroken, okay? Because you're not going to be able to come, okay? You were given plenty of opportunities to do the right thing, but you just keep on, just keep on putting it off. You just want to keep on, avoiding things, and it only makes things worse. So just know you did it to yourself. I didn't do nothing. You just think you're going to continue to attack me and survive it. It's not going to happen. It's already coming back to you. It's already back to you, brother. Just understand. You must understand for once in your life. Okay, because Four of Cups, because we're over here, we're meditating. We're not really paying attention to too much. We're not over here looking at anybody. We don't really care what you do, all right? That's basically where we're at. Whatever's meant for us will find us. Whatever, makes us feel happy will make us happy. We're not going to go chasing after people. We're not going to, whatever it is. We already proved who we are. We know who we are. We know what we deserve. And we know we're a star. So there's no other explanations for us to say anything else, okay? And who else thinks you're a star? The Hierophant, brother. Just know that the Hierophant institutionally supports you, okay? They know that you are the one. They want to back the traditions. They can tell you're a very traditional person over here, okay? They know that, you follow society with its rules. You know what I mean? You could be socially approved. Doesn't matter what these demons said. They're nobody. You're not a conformist, but, you do adapt. You will forgive these people because you don't hold on to stuff, okay? They may try to, you may bond with someone, okay? And then mercy, you have mercy, wisdom, trust, whatever, brother. Just know that we are here and we are seen for who we are as the trustworthy one. We're the one you can trust here, brother. We're the name you can trust. You must understand, we're a man not tempted by foolish money, okay? Like a lot of you are. Or foolish, whatever. Okay, brother, because Ace of Wands in reverse, because all that, means that if you wear is that you have a lack of motivation, okay? You're lack of energy, lack of passion. You may feel way down because if you're going to let yourself be, tricked by stuff like that, then obviously you need to heal a little bit more. Obviously, you might need another lesson. You might need another karmic lesson. So just know, I believe this is what is necessary for most of these people that came up against you. They're going to have a karmic lesson here, okay? There's going to be karmic justice being served right now, all right? Because why wouldn't there be? Because Two of Wands. Because you're planning your progress. You already, discovered what's going on. You're leaving the situation behind. There's nothing else left to say to it. What else are you going to come do? What else? It's just like, I don't care. Because they're all ever going to say, oh, we didn't do it. You think it's here. That's the only way they could get you. Then it's like that drains your energy right there. So they know what they're doing. That's why it's so imperative to block them. Okay, because you may have a King of Pentacles in reverse, chasing after you. You might have some, crazy, greedy, indulgent person who's, losing a lot right now. Very stubborn person, okay? This person's obsessed with wealth and status. It's financially inept, okay? Can't manage their money correctly, okay? So this is a person who tries to present themselves as somebody who's like, a pillar in society, but the realistic part of it is they're just a person who's full of greed and indulgent. You know what I mean? They just hide their true self by wearing a mask. I mean, it's nothing that's, but you could see for clear 9 of Wands that they do that. You are the one who has the courage over here. You're the one who took the last stand. This King of Pentacles wouldn't even know what to do when they come up against you, okay? That's how, weak they are. That's how much of a coward this person is, okay? So just know your 9 of Wands energy is what makes these people, think twice, all right? I guess they're going to have to start thinking twice now because they see how courageous you are and brave, and that you just keep coming back. You just won't stay down, okay? And that's why they're in the 5 of Cups. That's why these people, they're in regret. They know they failed, okay? The mission has to be aborted now, okay? You have been seen. I know who you are. I know everything. So get the fuck away from me, all right? So just know that I will continue to do this until, there's karmic justice. So just know that could be for as long as can be. So if you're willing to go the long game with this, so am I, all right? But you'll be the one living in the 5 of Cups worrying about when the shoe's going to drop. Not I, said the pig. So you'll be the one who's going to be in this 9 of Swords and your bed crying, anxious, depressed, not knowing when the other shoe is going to drop. Like I just said, 5 of Cups, regret, because it's you that did this. I didn't create none of this energy. I don't even know how to do this stuff. Everybody knows I don't know how to do this. My brain's not built for stuff like this. I could barely pay attention to doing this. You think I could do all this other stuff? Come on. You make me, you overestimate me now. Before you underestimate me, now you overestimate me. Come on now. I don't even know how to do nothing. Did you know that? I'm a kook. I'm a kook over here. Just know that 7 of Pentacles are reversed, that these people, they lacked long-term vision when it came to you. They thought that you were, expendable. They said, this person, we could replace him. We could find somebody else. All he is a 7 in Pentacles type person in reverse, okay? He's a nobody, all right? So just know that now, because of that happening, these people are seeing limited success and rewards, basically working without results. Basically, this is what your DM got out of the situation. What they received for sacrificing you was a 7 of Pentacles in reverse. That's all they got. Just working without reward, doing something that makes them unhappy. Okay, that's what your DM, they chose. Just know that, okay? You know who else they chose over you? The devil, okay? And now they got to handle this. They got to stay and they got to deal with it. If you're going to choose this devil, then you're going to have to figure out a way away from them. See, we don't have to deal with the devil. They could try to do stuff to us, but we're not directly, they cannot come close to us, okay? They're renounced. They cannot come around us, okay? They could attack us in certain ways. They could have us attack, but they can't directly be around us, okay? So just know that this devil, okay, is being seen through the DM's eyes and sees everybody now for who they really are, and is still staying in the situation because they feel like they have to, because of too many people rely on them or something. But they don't care. They're just gonna, they don't care about us. What happens to us? But they care about everybody else. The people that don't care about them is the ones they care about. But what happens to us? No, they don't care. So just tells you everything you need to know about them. They try to act like they're this, stoic person. Oh, well, I'm not going to go be with them because I don't want to close these people. They have families and blah, blah, but never gave 2 fucks what happened to the person who cared about them. So you still only care about people who don't care about you. You're never going to learn. That's why you'll never learn. So it's whatever. Don't matter. You make the wrong decision over and over. You keep getting the same chance over and over. Same thing, 5 of Cups. That's all we get. All right, because listen, it doesn't make a difference what you do anymore, because we have a 10 of Cups in our energy, okay? So one way or another, we're getting what we want, okay? We're going to build on this 10 of Cups. We will build our foundation on this, okay? This is what will be where everything, this is where the foundation is going to be, our 10 of Cups. So anybody who comes with us, that is what it's built on, 10 of Cups, okay? That is not guaranteed, though, but just know that we do offer a 2 of Cups, and in addition to that 10 of Cups when you come with us. So just understand that, because we are very lovely people over here. So just understand, we're very loving fortune tellers. So just understand that, we're not going to settle for anything less than this 2 of Cups or a 10 of Cups, okay? And if you think that we are, then you got another thing coming, okay? Because we already know what we deserve. We already know what we are matched up with. We already are aware, okay? So there's nobody's going to come tell us, oh, yeah, no, you're this, you're that. No, no, no. You're not going to tell me anything here, brother. Not going to tell me. Doesn't work that way anymore. Them days are over. Okay, because we are the Empress, in case you haven't heard. Okay, you've been gone a long time. In case you didn't know, we don't shine shoes anymore. Okay, we tell fortunes now. So just understand that we are in the business of telling fortunes now. Okay, brother. So if you want to find yourself in a bad situation, I suggest you show a little respect to this Empress. Okay, because just understand we are part of this crew here. Okay, we are part of the crew. So just understand we don't shine shoes no more. Okay. So that is what the Empress wants you to know. They want you to know this, because apparently people may think they keep calling them about shoe shining or something. So just know they don't want the calls no more. So just know that this may make people heartbroken, Three of Swords, because they wanted this Empress to stay as a shoe shiner. Okay, they said, well, that's all they'll ever be, a shiner of shoes. Okay, but this Empress was able to show, no, we are much more than this. Okay, we are a legendary fortune teller now. Okay, so just understand that. You can't hold us down, brother. We're also a wizard in training. So just understand that, you're not going to keep us just shining shoes, okay? So it is what it is, brother. You did it to yourself. We told you to take it easy, but you wanted to be a big shot. You wanted to try to embarrass us in front of people, okay? So we told our people, keep them here, okay? Just keep them here. And that's what we did. So that's why you're still there. And then now it's okay. Now we're gonna send it back to you now. Now let's return it to sender here. See what happens to this Bats character. You know what I'm saying, brother? You know what I'm bringing? Because listen, the tower is coming for you. Okay, the tower of terror is here. All right, you are going to be going up. You're going to be going down. You're going to be going up. You're going to be going down. You're just not going to know when it's going to stop. Okay, brother? Until finally you beg to get off the ride. You're going to say, please let me off this tower. Please, I'm sorry. And I'm going to say, all right, come here. And then I'm going to pretend to hug you, and then I'm going to give you an open hand. You know what I mean? And I'm going to walk away. And I'm going to walk away laughing to myself, okay? Because remember, you are the one, Seven of Swords, who betrayed us, okay? But that is fine. If you do come clean, Seven of Swords in reverse, then we will, consider allowing you to, perhaps, be around us here and there. So just understand, we are very generous people here, okay? We're very generous fortune tellers. Just understand that. We're a family of fortune tellers here. We've been in the business for, since 1906. Been telling fortunes since 1906. Because, brother, listen, judgment is here for these people, all right? See, they try to discredit you, okay? They try to make it like you couldn't do things. They wanted to, hit you with your past, try to use your past against you, try to bring it up, try to do all types of stuff, try to get you on video doing stupid stuff, just anything possible they could. But it's just the fact it wasn't even you that they were doing. It was them that was projecting all this onto you. Okay, so anything that they did hit was other people projecting it onto you. So there is judgment for that. Okay, the lies are being seen. All right, so just understand, for you people lying to your damn about you, saying certain things, there's going to be serious judgment for that. Okay, people are being seen right now for those making those allegations against you, okay? Because listen, brother, they know that the devil's there. They already seen the devil, okay? The devil is being questioned right now as to why they lied. Why did you lie, devil? Why'd you lie? Okay, that's the question. Just have a seat, okay, devil? Have a seat here, okay? We want to ask you a couple questions, okay? So just have a seat. You might be here for a while, okay? We just don't understand. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Okay, brother, what are you doing? Okay, yeah, you can leave anytime, devil. You can leave whenever. I just don't see what you were doing here, okay? I think maybe it's time for you to go back to hell, to never be seen or heard from again, is what Chris Matthews told me. So just understand that is exactly what's going to happen, because we are filming the show to catch a devil right now. Okay, so just understand, we are catching a devil. We're in the middle of catching a devil. And then we come and talk to you and say, what are you doing here? Do you know who who you're coming against here? Do you have any idea? It says you have a six-pack here. He asked for a six-pack. So Just know, brother, that, this Empress recovering from the Five of Pentacles, okay? They are recovering from financial loss. They are, Five of Pentacles reversed. They are, coming back here, okay? They know things are moving for them, okay? Because they know what they're doing. They're showing their skills and their strength. They're showing their apprenticeship here. They're showing what they're capable of. Not to mention there's judgment being called on these people for this Empress. Not to mention that there's a Tower currently going on for this King of Pentacles in reverse, who is, a real character, this one, who's, Ace of Wands in reverse, trying to delay everything with their, lack of motivation and lack of energy. And, unfortunately chose a Star in reverse over a real Empress, okay? A real Empress who, had the Ten of Cups with them, okay? This was like, they didn't need anything else. All they had everything. All this person had to do was come. That's all they had to do is say, okay, I'm gonna defend this Empress, and we're gonna be, nobody's gonna come up against us. But they were too scared to do that. Your DM, they were too scared to fight for a Ten of Cups. So you can't just expect them to think that they're going to get it, because Nine of Wands are not courageous like you. They refuse to show any courage. They're very cowardly, okay? They will do what they're told. They think that they're going to be stoic by, they're telling themselves now, oh, well, the only reason I'm staying now is because I don't want to, ruin anybody else's life, because, but these are people that don't even give a fuck about you. You think they care what happens to you? If that happened, if the shoe was on the other foot, do you think they would say, oh, no, we're going to keep this open. We're going to risk our happiness for you? Come on, man. You're just saying that because you're scared, You're trying to convince yourself, and you're wrong. You're wrong, and then you wanna like, you don't care what happens to this Empress, though. Oh yeah, they'll be fine, the Empress. They'll figure it out. Trust me, they'll be fine. We don't need help. You know what I mean? But it's like, okay, that's fine. Is what it is, okay, brother? Because the illusions about you have been shattered, all right, Empress? The illusions are shattered, all right? Everybody sees. It's not even a question no more. These people, they can't even explain themselves. It's like almost like the more they speak, the worse they make it for themselves. These people. That's how bad this King of Pentacles is, like stuttering and sputtering right now. Okay, they don't even know what they're talking about. They don't even know why they were attacking this Empress in the first place. Okay, they don't even understand what's wrong with them. They just know that there's something seriously wrong with them and they need help. Okay, just know they need help, because Five of Swords wanting intentional, conflict and competition and rivalry with an Empress who has a Ten of Cups, that would tell me that there's something wrong with you. Perhaps you're sick. Perhaps you have a devil inside of you, because why else would you be so angry and want to hurt somebody that is a good person? An Earth Angel. Why would you want to destroy an Earth Angel? We just don't understand this. We just don't get it. But apparently you do for some reason. You feel it's necessary. You somehow convinced a lot of people to come up against this Empress too, interestingly enough. Okay, but all that did was, get us a Six of Wands. It's only going to get publicly recognized, because the more people that go up against us, the better, okay? Because the more people get to go down, okay? So the better the story becomes, the stronger you're remembered as. This will be the strongest Empress of all time. Took on a whole community, okay? A whole community of witches took on. Survived. You know what I'm saying? Now let's recognize this person, Six of Wands, okay? And while we're at it, let him have his Two of Cups too, okay? Because let understand, this is what he did it for. This is the whole reason he did this, okay, this Empress. The whole reason he did all this was for their Two of Cups, okay? Because they had their Ten of Cups, and they said, whatever, I came this far, I'm not going to back down now, okay? It is what it is. If I believe in this as much as I say I do, then I'm going to take it to the end, Empress. Now they're being publicly recognized for their Nine of Wands, their courage. 6-9, brother. 6-9 Wands. I dig it. 9-6. Courage equals recognition. Okay, brother, because like I said, Five of Swords again. These people wanting to come up conflict, and all these other people to come up conflict, compete with you, try to take you out, do all these nasty things to this Empress, is what's making this Empress be publicly recognized now. Because there were so many of these people that it's like, the story is so ridiculous that it's like, people should be wanting to run away from the story, okay? That's why people are every man for themselves, because they don't want to be, the main character in the story, the one who goes down the worst, okay? Because that's what's going to happen here. Because Ten of Wands, they're going to be the ones carrying the burden here. They're the ones who are going to get the extra responsibility. The person who really comes for this Empress now, when they know that, they're not in the position to win, okay? So just know that will be a big tower for them people, okay? Because judgment is here. This Empress has called judgment. okay? Justice is going to come. Illusions are shattered. So it's like, what else can you do? All right, Three of Cups in reverse. You know what I mean? I guess you could just overindulge over there, keep partying, just hope for the best. You know what I mean? Like, that's all you can really do, I suppose. I mean, I guess that's what I would do if I were you too then. So yeah, I guess, whatever it is, just know you're gonna take yourself out this way with your little, you're partying, overindulging, Three of Cups in reverse. So it's no big deal. We don't care because we have a Four of Wands here. Union is on our other side. We are celebrating, okay? We have a happy home over here. Just know there's celebration, harmony. There's a community. There's a homecoming of sorts here for us. So just know, Six of Wands, that this Empress is being publicly recognized with their Ten of Cups, okay? And getting a Two of Cups at the same time and a Four of Wands. So really can't get any better than that while you are over there in this, indulgent state, regretting life, in towers, illusions shattering around you, Five of Cups reverse, Five of Swords, Five of Cups, just, it's insanity over there. Okay, so let's just wrap this up because I've had it with these people. Not in the mood for them right now, okay? I'm tired of, taking their energy. Where's my little thing to it? My little selenite thing. I should have did that again. But is what it is, okay? Because listen, the Ace of Cups in reverse is here. These people, everything's blocked over there. Their love, the intuition, whatever, they're just full of emptiness, okay? There are a lot of repressed emotions, okay? These people don't know how to react. They don't know what to do, and this is why they're exploding. This is why they're being seen for the star reverse that they are, okay? Now you are getting, and they see you receiving not only the Ten of Cups, they also see the Two of Cups, and now you're receiving the Ace of Pentacles, okay? In addition to the Four of Wands. So just understand, that's a nice little spread you got there, brother, what you're coming in for you. So just understand, things are going your way, and you will be the one who comes up as the winner here. Trust me, brother. So let me astrologically talk to you for a second in private, all right? I want to astrologically talk to you about something. So see what's going on with these characters over here. As we know, the Cancer is the protagonist in this, on this channel. But, if the roles are reversed, reverse the roles if necessary. Okay, put what is in there, what you want, claim what you want. Leave the rest. Take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? So just understand that, we had this Capricorn that was been a real pain in the side for us, a real pain in the ass, okay? They're the ones that are crossed. This is our main opposition, okay? This person, they're the opposite of us. They don't like us, okay? They were trying to take our cardinal sign title also. So just know this person is being seen for the devious witch and warlock that they are, okay? Because, brother, you are on fire like NBA Jam again, okay? You are back on fire. You got it all together. Everybody sees it. Everybody knows. Everybody feels it. The energy is back with you. Because you call it back, okay? Because we have our little selenite sometimes, too. We just go around, cleanse energy. But we have way more than that. We have way more than that. That's just for our cards. That's our card cleanser. Okay, because listen, brother, the Sagittarius told us about this Capricorn. They said, let me tell you something about this Capricorn. This is a sick person, very devious. Has a big devils inside of him, this person. This person is very jealous of you, okay? That's what the Sagittarius told me, okay? And then, Mars, we don't care, let them be as assertive as they like, okay? Because they can't come around this anyway, so it really doesn't matter what they say. This Capricorn is what the Sagittarius says. Sagittarius says they're finished anyway. Their days are numbered, okay? Because Saturn's here, karma's coming for that person. Karma's coming for this Capricorn as it's now in Aries, okay? So they're gonna have to pay for what they did, all right? Because whatever Virgo that they thought was gonna, be there for them, or help them, this is like their sister, I suppose. You know what I mean? Whatever Queen of Wands and reverse character, this person's going down with the Capricorn also, the Sagittarius said. They thought they tricked you, Cancer, as Sagittarius said, but they knew that they should have known how smart you are. They really underestimated you, okay, because they forgot that you have Pluto in the 8th house. They forgot just how much of an 8th house master you are and how you could transform into anything you like. So this is what these people didn't really take into account. I don't believe they took the astrological part into account. They didn't astrologically talk to anybody before they, did all this, all right? So if they, astrologically talked to me about it, then perhaps, I could have astrologically talked them out of it. But they didn't want to, okay? But just understand, the fire, you're still on fire, brother, like NBA Jam. Just what goes. It's just, you're not going to stop. Nobody's going to stop you now, okay? You're like You're like the Energizer Bunny, brother. You just keep going and going and going, because Uranus and Gemini was the final piece of the puzzle for you. Like I said, they had up until that time to take you out. They were unable, brother, because you're on fire, like NBA Jam. Okay, so remember that you are on fire. Let's end it there. You being on fire. Okay, can't go wrong with being on fire. Unless you're like really on fire. We don't want that. And you go get a fire extinguisher. Call your local, call 911 if that's the case. Don't let me, talk you into being on fire over here. Oh yeah, the guy said the fire's. I said, no, I said NBA Jam. So just know, brother, that it's time for you to have some faith over here, okay? Just have faith, because it's not always easy to have faith, because it's trusting in something you can't see. Okay, it's just that trust that everything is going to be okay. Yet still, you must do exactly that, because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined possible. Okay, so have faith. Things going to work out for you. You're going to get what you want. All right, no worries, Empress. Empress has got this. The Empress is good to go, brother. They have been seen for who they are. They're Earth Angel Empress, okay, brother? So it's time for them maybe to open up, okay, about what's going on, because they're asked to open your heart to another, to let down your walls and trust that what they want for you is best for you, okay? Your life will open up in wonderful ways once you decide to open up. So just know, not everybody's out to hurt you. There's a lot of people that want to help you, and you can see through it because you have the intuition. So there's no reason to be skeptical, because you will see through it anyway. So just know that everything is going to work out for you, because this Empress here is the best in the business, okay? They got their 10 of Cups and 6 of Wands, and they're going to be publicly recognized for who they are, and that is the best in the business. So see you later, brother.